Cardinal Choir. These are all 9th grade sopranos and altos. And Ephraim, would you just turn this up just a little bit? Thank you. We're really glad to have you here tonight. It has been almost 22 months since we have had a choir concert on a stage in the auditorium, and we're so thrilled to be singing for you tonight. So thank you so much. Yes, I know. It was quite something doing choir through COVID times, and I just want to say on behalf of all music teachers everywhere, if you were a parent at home or someone at home who had a singer in your house and they were singing by themselves while their choir teacher's on the other side of the computer, then thank you for being the choir teachers for us for that period of time where we could not do this together in a classroom. It makes such a big difference to have that support at home, and so really, thank you from all of us who do this as a job. If you've been to choir concerts here at Coon Rapids High School before, then you'll recognize our accompanist tonight. This is Mr. Rick Geiger. Let's give it up for our accompanist. He is normally, in a normal year, here conducting, and this year he is on sabbatical, and as part of his sabbatical, he's back and playing for us on the piano, and you will see another conductor tonight. That's Mr. Sean Holland, and he is doing fabulous work with the students here at Coon Rapids, and we are so happy to have Mr. Geiger back to play with us. So at the end of the concert, you're welcome to come and talk to any of the three of us, because we'd love to all talk with you. A couple of basic things about the concert. The first is, all of you are here because you bought tickets online, and it was the first time we've done an online ticketing system, so I'm sorry if it gave you a heartache or a headache or just grief on the computer. I had to email those people a bunch of times too, but we did it! We did online tickets for the first time. Yeah, I know, I feel like clapping for that, because it meant... It meant that I didn't have to sell them myself or cut them all myself or print them all or whatever. So thank you for going through that process with us. We do sell tickets ahead of time. If you came to the door tonight to purchase tickets, then just know that we'll always do that online pre-sale for our concerts. So please look for that for all of our future events. We have a digital program tonight. You can follow along visually here. If you didn't catch the QR code at the beginning, then shoot me an email. My name is Amy B. Johnson@ahschools.us, the joy of having a Johnson name in Minnesota. There are 3 Amy Johnsons who work in this district. So if you just email Amy Johnson, it'll be a science teacher at Northdale Middle School who has no idea what you're talking about. So send it to Amy B, and I'll be happy to forward the program along to you if you didn't get a click of that QR code today. As we applaud today for our choirs, we teach our students that there's 3 great ways to applaud at a concert. The first we call audience applause level 1, which is just sitting in your seat and clapping. But if you hear something that's so good, that's not enough. You are welcome to stand and clap. You can stand by yourself. If you're the only one in the auditorium who thought it was that good, then just do it anyway. No one else can judge music the way that you can. So if you want to stand up, feel free. And if that is still not enough, because gosh, you're just so proud of the sounds you heard on the stage, then you can add concert-appropriate words like bravo, or bravi, or my favorite one from jolly old England, huzzah! So if you want to shout some things out, then we encourage you to use those words that apply to everyone on the stage. We do this work together, and so we want to honor the work of all of our students together. So please refrain from yelling out a specific name. You can give them all the love you want to when the concert is done, and we encourage you to make them as embarrassed as you can. But when we're on the stage, let's acknowledge all of their work together. We are so glad that you're here today. Our soloists in that first piece, let's give it up one more time for Emmeline and Elle. And we don't have any soloists in our second piece, Ain't No Mountain High Enough, but we will have some soloists in our third piece, and our soloist on Say My Name is going to be no one other than Princess. So you can give it up for her when she comes up to the microphone in song 3. Here we go. I'm loving a lot of the bravos and huzzas that I'm hearing. Well done. This next piece that we're going to sing, I should just say a couple of things about this ensemble first. This is Cantabile, and this is comprised of 9th through 12th grade singers, and it is team taught by both Mr. Holland and myself, as is our concert choir. So you'll see both of us conducting those two choirs because we get to work with those groups together. This next piece, The Road Not Taken, has a text by Robert Frost that is all about finding our own path. And it's so applicable to all of the journeys that these students experience in high school. But really, the text for me, as we've worked on this piece, also feels so appropriate as we've come through this crazy last 2 years of experiencing a pandemic together. And the text in this song is all about encountering two paths and deciding which path it is that you're going to take. Are you going to choose the path that's been well-traveled, that many have gone on before? Or are you going to choose the path that has been less traveled? And in this song, the choice by the speaker of the poem is to choose the path less traveled by. And in the end, what they learn is that even through a difficult journey, they have experienced growth and change, and that choosing that more difficult path in the end has made all the difference in knowing who you are. So it's a beautiful setting of this Robert Frost poem by Ruthie Lane Schramm. We hope that you'll enjoy The Road Not Taken.
Shivaya, We're going to end with a classic jazz tune that I'm sure many of you will recognize, and I think this is probably our singer's favorite tune. This is Blue Moon. We have one soloist on this piece, and his name is Kendall McCann.
Without a dream in
last announcements of the evening, just a couple of quick thank yous. First of all, thank you again for coming and being so supportive of your student musician, and especially for coming in person for our first concerts in such a long time. It's been such a joy to perform for a live audience again, so thank you, thank you, thank you. I also want to say a big thank you to our light and sound technicians tonight. Let's give it up for Neil and Ephraim. And we have awesome parent volunteers helping us usher today. Let's give it up for our parent volunteers. And a big thank you, too, to our administrator, our awesome activities director, Mr. Walrath, who's here. Thank you. And of course, the choirs on the stage are nothing without an accompanist. So let's give it up one more time for Mr. Geiger. Our soloists on the first piece were Tatiana, Zach, and Ben. Let's give it up for those three on Kuarango. And our soloists on this last piece, Hands Are Knockin', are Imani and Riley. Thank you so much for being here. Have a great night.